Councilmember McBride. So I've noticed that we have a quorum, so I'd like to call this meeting to order at 4:01. If we could get started with a moment of silence, that would be great. All right, thank you. Next up on the agenda is the approval of the April 4th, 2024 minutes. Do I have a motion to approve?
Move for approval. Move for approval, Councilman Mitchell, okay.
All right. Yep. It has been moved and properly seconded. Thank you, Councilmember McBride. Any updates or deletions? Anybody? All right. Hearing none. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. Next up on the agenda, we have our special facilities update with Romaine Hayward, our special facilities director.
Hello, everybody. And I know, as Councilman Brady said, that everybody's excited about the 4th of July tomorrow, so I'm not going to be very long. We're going to start with the old exchange. I think the last time we talked, the scaffolding was going up around the building. We were having the cupola repaired, and we were having some painting done. That's all done and completed and looking beautiful, and the scaffolding is officially down. The city has a contract with American Elevator, which also handles the old exchange building. And we're having a lot of issues with the elevator over there, and we need to kind of figure out what's going on, because most of the people who come to the building, they want to see the second floor where the Great Hall is and all of the artifacts up there. So that's been a problem for the month of June. I don't know if it's just been too hot, or I think American Elevator has been to the building probably about 5 or 6 times in June, and they tell me that it's still moving slowly. So we're going to have a conversation about if the elevator needs to be replaced, because as you know, most of the people who come to the building are, I don't want to use the term elderly, but a little older. Let's put it like that. So we have to definitely have a working elevator over there. They also hosted a wonderful Carolina Day reception for the DAR on Carolina Day, which the DAR opened it up to all of the visitors that were in the building at the time, and gave them some delicious bread pudding, and I believe there was cake and lunch. That was all I saw. I'm not sure if there was anything else. They also hosted, I don't have the number of visitors that they had this month, but usually the building makes about close to 100,000 a month just off of admissions and the gift shop. For June, and for May and June, both months were right around 134,000. So that's either a lot of people in town or a lot of people just wanting to see the building. Not sure what the upsweep kick was, but May and June were great for the, actually for all of this facilities, May and June were great months. We also have a new truck for the city. The Dock Street had a truck since 1987, I believe. We are excited to have a 2024 truck, but we also keep that over at the Old Exchange because we don't have parking over at the Dock Street, but it's beautiful and we appreciate that. I said the painting was done. Tony Yeoman over at the Old Exchange, he also participated in art fields. He was asked to come to give information about both of the buildings, the Old Exchange building and the Slave Mart. And there was a question and answer period, and people seemed really interested in that. And we were excited that we were asked to come out and give some comments about the building. Let's see. Maritime Center, now that it's warm, I don't know if, we have some new councilmen, and I'm not sure if you guys are aware, when the IAM was built, there was nothing in the plans for trash. So for the first couple of months, they were putting their trash over at the Maritime Center and our dumpster. And now we have them sharing the bill for the trash dumping, and we got a bigger container to handle their trash and the city's trash. But now that it's warm and they're throwing out events, I think one of the neighbors gave me a call last weekend because our dumpsters were overflowing, and it's kind of there's no dump pickup on Saturdays. So we get a dump pickup on Friday and another one on Monday. And I think that's just like a headache we're going to have to deal with, at least until after the construction ends. And maybe we'll look at getting a bigger receptacle. But right now we just don't have a space for a bigger receptacle. So, I don't know if you guys are aware of where the Maritime Center is, but the trash dumpster sits behind some trees and whatnot, and the public can't really see it, but the people over in the apartments next door, of course, they can see it. And if you're paying millions and $1 for your home, you don't want to see trash running over. But at this point, there's not much we can do. The staff just kind of tries to bag it up, and construction's not there on the weekend. So sometimes they pull it inside the bay just to keep it out of the way. But just in case you hear complaints about the trash, that's what it is. We, until the construction ends, we're pretty much going to be in that spot every weekend, or just pulling the trash into the bay to get around that. And we are very aware that it's an eyesore, but until we can get that construction out of the way, we can't get a bigger container in there.
Just for those complaints to Councilmember Seekings.
I mean, we're doing the best we could do. We get it dumped on Friday and then again on Monday morning. And the only thing that's going to help it is a bigger receptacle, and we just don't have a space to put it in. And the Maritime Center is also seeing a big upswing in visitors for May and June. Both months they ran out of fuel. We don't normally do that, and it was just we're excited and we're happy that people are coming. They're buying the gas, and they're staying. And of course, we're going to swing over to the angel oak tree. The tree is doing wonderful. They usually do about 30,000 a month too, and they're up to about 38, 39 the last 2 months. And once again, with the extra 30,000 from the old exchange, I think there was just that amount of people in town because everybody's seen the upswing in visitors and money, which is great. We had a couple of events over at the tree last month. We had a couple of weddings that had pretty much died down over the last couple of years, but it seems like weddings are coming back. We don't close the tree down for the wedding. We have like a little section because we don't want to tell people you can't come in. So anybody renting that space during the day, they realize that the public is still going to be coming in. And they had a
McBride, I see your hands up. You have a question?
Just before you go off of Angel Oak Park, I wanted to make a couple comments, but I'll let you go ahead and talk about. Keep going.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Samantha told me that you met. And let's see. I think you're going to talk about the county road closure and taking away the parking and all that. We're quite aware of that too, and we're also. Are you coming to the steering committee meeting next week, Councilman McBride? I can get you a Zoom. I can get you a Zoom invited.
Yeah, please do.
It's next Thursday, I believe, and it's downtown at their office on Rutledge Avenue. But you can join. We usually do Zoom too. I just usually go in person. And it's just usually just an update of everything they're doing and what we're going through. I think this meeting is going to be kind of meaty because Matt Froelich has asked them to list what exactly they want from the city and what they plan to do for the tree too. They have been asking for small things all along, and it's just been adding up. And it seems like they haven't said, but it seems like they want to have full autonomy over the tree and take it over from the city, which we don't want. But if we realize that they've raised millions and millions of dollars, but we're just trying to come to an agreement what they plan to do and what the city plans to do also. And that's really all I have for the tree. What you, Councilman McBride?
Okay, I'm experimenting with the note system on this thing. I don't know how this works with Zoom, but I tried to share a note.
Okay.
I don't know if anyone can see it or not. So basically the county
I
with
can see
you can see it?
Mhm.
Okay. So the county, so what you just said about the city versus Low Country Land Trust, I do need to learn more about that whole interaction, so I understand it better. So I'm looking forward to attending that meeting. You said that's coming up. As far as the counties and SCDOT's project with the main road segment C, their public comment period ended on the 14th of June. And I just posted in there what I sent to them, and I got a lot of that, of course, from and added my just so you know that. And I'm talking to the county on a regular basis, so I feel like they definitely are going to see this, and the county's going to have a meeting with Low Country Land Trust folks later this month. I think it's like I can send it to you afterwards. Like kind of a private meeting so they can talk about the potential impacts to main road segment C plans. And to the county's credit, they are willing to adjust and massage, certain aspects of it to save what they can, not only for the Angel Oak, but also the intersection of Maybank and Bohicket and Maine and those businesses there at that intersection. So just wanted to point that out because the Low Country Land Trust had a lot of really good data about what the current iteration of the plan and how much of the public green space and the parking that they have for their renovation plan, how much that would impact it. So again, the county again is listening, and we're just going to stay engaged with them. So that's what those notes are that I shared.
If you want to put it on your calendar, it's on the meeting is 4:00 on the 18th, and I'll make sure that you get a Zoom invite.
Okay.
Um,
Awesome. Thanks.
You're welcome. Everybody likes these 4 p.m. meetings. It's funny.
Oh yeah. Good way to close out the day.
Yeah, it is. But and I think that's pretty much everything's just moving pretty much full speed ahead. We just have an upsweep in everything that's going on. We have everybody's making money, lots of visitors, and everything is good. Oh, I forgot to mention, at the Dock Street Theater, we had the lighting system redone, the stage lighting. A couple of years ago, the city went through and put LED lightings in all of the buildings, and the Dock Street did get lights for the office spaces and whatnot, but not for the stage area. So we had that redone, and council knows about that. You guys gave us all that money to pay for it. But the great thing about it was we had I think about 300,000 left over because Spoleto USA and Charleston Stage decided that they were going to put the lights in place for us, and we didn't have to have anybody install it for us, which was a big help. Spoleto came in a few days early, and I think they worked for about a week and a half pulling them up and putting them down. Now, part of that is they wanted to use it for Spoleto, but still they saved the city a whole lot of money for us not doing installation. And we just appreciate that them doing that for us, and hoping that adds to our working relationship with both of those organizations. And other than that, everything else is going great.
All right. Well, thank you, Romaine. I'm sure I saw the smile on Mayor Cogswell's face about the revenue side, so that's excellent. Does anyone have any other questions for remain. All
I'll
right.
just add really quick. I found
Yep.
the meeting time that the county is going to meet with Low Country Land Trust about the Angel Oak. It's going to be on Thursday, July 11th at 2 p.m. at the Johns Allen Library.
Thank you for that.
Yep.
Anyone else? All right. If not, I hope everyone has a safe and happy 4th of July. And just as a reminder, fireworks are prohibited in the city of Charleston, just for if anyone is watching this on YouTube.
You can forget that.
Do not call the police unless there's an actual emergency. You can call the non-emergency number. We all deal with this on council every year around this time of year. So just to put it out there for everybody. All right. If there's no further discussion, I will call this meeting adjourned at 4:17 and have a happy 4th, everybody.
Thank you. You too.
All
Be
right. Thank
safe.
you guys.
Thank you.
All right. Be safe, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Happy 4th.
Happy 4th.
Good forth.
Happy Independence Day.
Oh, the reading of the